Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies, where we left off. The case is all kind of turn upside down like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air up in here. Everything's happening inside the frickin'
Fresh Prince of La Bel-Air.
Oh, God. Everything's happening inside the Forbidden Chamber.
Hey, you set that up for me.
I did. And I ironically made the joke of like, oh, the cape is his blood, and you know what? It actually is. Something red that could produce a deep sadness. Could it be, Mr. Tenma, that what you saw was the Alderman's blood? Blood? Why, yes, it was blood. The blood of my mortal enemy. Ooh. Ah. Okay. It's all coming back to me now. It wasn't a red cape that I saw. It was lying behind the amazing Nine Tails, the Alderman's bloody body. Oh. So.
Ooh.
Okay, so the amazing Nine Tails wasn't the Alderman?
I guess not.
Huh. Bye-bye.
His noise level is down to 0. I think he's remembered everything now.
Does this mean the amazing Nine Tails killed Alderman QB?
But the Alderman was the amazing Nine Tails, so how exactly would that work?
Hey, I asked you first.
No, I asked you first.
Well, Mr. Destinies, you
law,
know how to make a complicated matter even more complicated.
True, but at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber.
Just
Moreover,
like Mr. Wright.
Fact. He's lying. Oi. Don't you think this strange? The little scamp has already confirmed her father to be in the Fox Chamber. But she said not about seeing the amazing Nine Tails there.
But she said not about
You just had to bring that up, didn't you?
Jinxie didn't see LaBelle there either. It's so weird. Who really was in that room then?
Would the defense care to share any theories with the court? Can you explain the inconsistency between the defendant's testimony and his daughter's?
I'm gonna save quick, and I'm just gonna say sure. Yes,
I can't.
Of course, I can explain it. Because if I don't, we're in serious trouble. Now with more of your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust. Fair warning, Justice Stono. I shall have your head if you fail to explain this. What about a good old-fashioned penalty?
What if you really do die?
God, that'd be amazing. It is rated M.
Well, Mr. Destinies, see if you have a head worth keeping on your shoulders.
First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. We also know that Mayor Tenma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. These two facts are crucial to my explanation. So let's consider the following question. If the facts point to Florent LaBelle and the victim being there at the scene, why did Jinxie Tenma see her father, Mayor Tenma, and the victim?
Very good question indeed. I suppose you have an answer for it.
Sadly, you would be supposing wrong.
You think she could have mistaken LaBelle for the mayor?
Well, if she did, then the question is, why did she do that?
Well, how about that explanation, Mr. Destinies? I believe the time for questions is over. The defense asserts that Florent LaBelle was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Tenma has testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has in fact misremembered the event, what could have made her do so?
Okay. I wouldn't say Jinxie is confused because that would just ruin her whole, that would be just like throwing her testimony out of the window. That doesn't make sense. I think the one that makes the most sense is saying that somehow LaBelle was disguised as Tenma and she wouldn't recognize her own father. But that makes more sense than getting the rooms mixed up.
It does?
Because the Forbidden Chamber is way in the back, so she would expect if she opens the door, she'd be like, oh, there's a room here before the other room. So I think the best bet is saying that LaBelle is disguised.
You're talking about someone who thought there was a whole bunch of yokai in the room.
Listen.
He does have hair dye.
He does. That is a point. We're gonna go with the disguising thing.
Yeah.
The figure Miss Tenma saw was not her father. It was Florent LaBelle disguised as Damien Tenma.
Silence.
That is a complete impossibility. Their faces are utterly unalike. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise?
Yes, they both do. They both do have incredibly distinctive faces.
Maybe the disguise completely hid his face?
I think Jinxie would have mentioned if she couldn't see her father's face.
And if it was that sort of disguise, wouldn't she have removed it? Alright. Your sword is as dull as your mind, Justice Stone.
Oh.
Shall I show you what a truly sharp blade is capable of? I think I'll pass it.
Jesus.
Oh.
And he's
no.
dead. Oh, he did die. Yeah.
Oh God.
Well.
Back to prison I go.
Are you okay, Apollo?
I'm the headless horseman. I'm not fine, am I? Well, now that we have that little fairy tale out of the way, your baldness, your verdict, if you will.
Mr. Justice, I believe it's time for a verdict if you have no further arguments.
What's even left for me to do?
Apollo, remember what Mr. Wright always says? When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down.
Turn the case upside down? Huh. He does say that, doesn't he? But I don't quite see how it applies here. Still, never hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Rather than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it. And rather than she didn't tell anyone about the disguise, maybe it was she couldn't talk about it.
Arrester's mask is more... They forgot the L. Arrester's mask is more precious in his own life. He never unmasked himself in front of others. But there are matches there where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself.
So he was a wrestler at some point, maybe? And he was wearing a wrestling... What about the fact that the amazing Ninetales who opened the door? A mask that can't be removed in front of others. Can these facts turn things around? I don't quite get...
Wait, is he...
We got it all backwards!
Apollo?
I think we might have made a huge mistake. Your baldness. I see no need to further indulge them in their silly little farce. The defense has no proof. They never did and never will.
Then it seems I must announce my verdict.
Hold it! I do have proof. Do you now?
All right, but it's better be good, Mr. Justice.
We can solve the remaining riddles by turning all of our assumptions upside down. Why'd you tell Miss Isabel for her father? Why she couldn't remove the costume or tell anyone about it in the first place? These riddles are inextricably linked to Mayor Tenma's secret identity. A shocking secret identity that will turn the entire premise of this case upside down.
Yeah.
This piece of evidence clearly reveals Mayor Tenma's secret identity, but why would Mayor Tenma's... If Mayor Tenma was an amazing nine-tailed fox... Well...
The amazing Ninetales.
The Ninetales... Why...
Did he say that he saw the amazing Ninetales?
Well, that would be why he was so surprised, but... Wasn't in that room of the Forbidden Chamber, like, all of the wrestling memorabilia that was tied to the Alderman? Rex Cubey? Wasn't all his wrestling stuff in there?
We'll find out about it once we go on with it.
I guess it's gonna be the mask. I'll save just in case it's not. But I know there was wrestling stuff in there, but maybe it never said the Amazing Ninetales. Maybe it was just Rex Cubey had a wrestling career back in the Chambers. Good! But what absolute claptrap. Crap, he's not in this game. Poppycock. Balderdash. We thought the Alderman was the Amazing Ninetales and the mayor was Tenma Taro. That's why we believe the mayor killed the Alderman in his lust for 9 tails of ale. Or are we gonna flip everything? And it was the base for the prosecution's entire case against our client. However, we got the whole thing backwards. Mayor Tema wasn't Temataro at all. He was the Amazing Ninetales.
What's this?
Nice rapper. What's this?
What's this?
You'd best explain yourself, Justice Dono, and from where you derive such a far-fetched conclusion. Okay, Jinxie no doubt knew the true identity of the Amazing Ninetales, but she couldn't tell anyone no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the Amazing Ninetales she saw passed out, even though, unbeknownst to her, it was really Florent LaBelle in disguise. The accused in that deceitful dandy utterly dissimilar in physical build and voice. The little scamp would have seen the difference. Remember, this LaBelle has his very own brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't he fake the different build too? And anyone speaking through a mask would naturally sound different. Why did she not simply pull the mask off?
You can't do that.
A masked wrestler's disguise is more precious than life itself. As a huge fan of the Amazing Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him. This case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room.
And by all means, Mr. Justice, answer it twice already. First, it's you.
First, Miss LaBelle entered the room where the mayor and aldermen were talking. I suspect he brought with him coffee laced with some sort of sedative. Once the alderman was out cold, that's when Mr. LaBelle killed him. Next, he took the mayor, who he had also drugged, into the Forbidden Chamber. Then he returned to the Fox Chamber, slipped into some of the mayor's spare clothes, and completed the disguise by donning the Amazing Ninetales mask. With his entire charade in place, Mr. LaBelle then let out a scream. The scream that led Jinxie Tema to the scene.
So then, the person who said I killed Alderman Kyubi was...
Yep, that was Florent LaBelle in disguise. The mayor never actually confessed. This is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering and...
Oh!
No, you twisted samurai! This time you stop your jabbering and let me finish making my case.
Oh,
Once Miss Tema left the scene, Mr. LaBelle, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the Forbidden Chamber, so he could drag the mayor back out into the Fox Chamber.
Oh, so the Amazing Ninetales the mayor saw was...
Right, it was LaBelle opening the Forbidden Chamber. The second time Mr. LaBelle opened the door to the Forbidden Chamber, he happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. Startled, Mr. Filch in his Temataro disguise ran as fast as he could away from the room. As he did, he left behind him a trail of feathers and tracks, and gave Miss Tema the scare of her life in the hallway. With no one left to witness the events that had occurred, Mr. LaBelle then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back into the Fox Chamber.
I see. Well, that all certainly does make sense.
Then, after dragging the mayor back into the Fox Chamber, Mr. LaBelle threw the mask out the window and fled the room. But this absurd theory to work requires that the defendant be the Amazing Ninetales. However, he was the one pushing for the municipal merger. That such an individual could possibly be the Amazing Ninetales is preposterous. The mayor was blackmailed into pursuing the merger.
Yep.
Miss Tema's life would have been in danger if he had openly voiced his opposition. That's why he created a secret identity as the Amazing Ninetales. God, this is madness. No one could possibly hatch such an insane plot. No one except the killer is insane as his plot, and I'd say Florent LaBelle more than qualifies.
Yeah.
Foolish mortal, it is all your own parents, you'll forget who I am.
Dude.
Mayor Tenma, it's okay now. Jinxie will be safe just as soon as Mr. LaBelle's arrested. You are the Amazing Ninetales, aren't you? Oh, that...
Is that gonna be her, Jinxie?
Huh?
Oh,
No, it's gonna
him.
be-
Well, he
Hold it.
changed his hair.
You have quite the active imagination. Mayor Tenma is not the amazing Ninetales. And I'm gonna assume you are. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well, what if he is? I mean, we can't tell because of those shoulder pads. That dude could be built like a brick house. We don't even know. Well, has the mayor admitted to it yet? But that's just... And even if he did admit to such nonsense, I would reveal the truth behind Tenmatar right here and now. What? Why you? You would dare reveal the secret? My good friend the Alderman told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth. What with the superstitions now, would it? The truth behind Tenmataro? What's he talking about? So go ahead, say it. Say, I am the amazing Ninetales. I dare you.
Jeez.
Wait, will somebody please explain what's going on here?
For real.
Mayor Tenma will do anything to keep the truth behind Tenmataro a secret. A dark, terrible truth that has been kept secret by the village superstitions. And if the mayor admits to being the amazing Ninetales, you'll expose the truth?
It must have something to do with that scroll that we found.
Maybe. Right. I won't have him walking free because of some nonsense you made up. So what now, Justice Stono? Without the mayor's admission, your theory is as useless as you are in battle.
Damn.
I'll show you who's useless.
Apollo, don't you dare give up now.
I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. LaBelle's statement warranted a thorough cross-examination. After all, the true identity of the amazing Ninetales is the cornerstone of this case.
You do have a point there. Please answer this court, Mr. LaBelle. Is the defendant the amazing Ninetales or not?
Oh boy. The amazing Ninetales' true identity. The amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I will expose the truth behind Tenmatar right here and now.
That means he is, because he's
And
blackmailing
that
him
would bring
again.
ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say.
Like, he's making it obvious.
Yeah. Talk about out of the pot and into the fire. At this rate, the mayor would be found guilty for sure.
Honestly speaking, if Mayor Damien Tenma is not the amazing Ninetales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here.
Oh god.
And let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know Alderman QB was the amazing Ninetales anyway. I mean, that's how Ninetales Vale made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular. There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere. I don't even know where to start.
Since we don't have any proof that the mayor is the amazing Ninetales, then we'll just have to get him to admit it himself.
But if he admits it, LaBelle's going to expose the secret behind Tenmataro. Ah, we're so close, I know it. Bap.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
God, what the hell is going on here?
I don't know.
Okay. No, cross-examine that ass. The amazing Ninetales' true identity. And not Mayor Tenmataro.
Not Mayor Tenmataro?
Wait, what is it?
You just
not
call-
Mayor Tenma.
You called him Mayor Tenmataro.
Sorry, I saw an extra word there for some reason. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I'll expose the truth behind Tenmataro right here and now. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say. Okay, let me read the oh wait, he took this... Fucking Filch took the superstitions book!
Yeah, he did.
Damn it, what evidence do I have here? I just have Jinxie's statement. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I count 7 tails on you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tails on you.
7? No,
Yeah.
there's... Look at the one by its foot. Back foot.
I was
behind.
looking for the tips, so.
No, look at
All
the
right, anyway,
base.
anyways, I'm just being a I mean, the scroll's the only thing that we have that ties anything together. The
No,
soul
I
diamond
wasn't
shown-
talking about that scroll. I was talking about the one that was in the chamber.
But we don't have anything like that as evidence.
No, I know. I'm just saying that's whatever secret that was that we couldn't figure out. Because there was like some yellow thing, some like monk or something was carrying or whatever. Remember?
Yeah, it looked like it was the birth, and it was something of
birth of
greed. It looked
Tenmataro.
like because it was like gold, and then gold turns into. Anyways, let me press this, I guess. Do not gaze upon Tenmataro. Do not tell others if you see him.
Oh, he remembers some of it.
Isn't that what the village superstitions say? Exactly. Telling others what Tenmataro looks like would reveal the truth. That's why the superstitions were written down in the first place. And Ruin coming to the village if you free him? Is that a warning not to expose the truth? Bingo! And that truth is Tenmataro is a great, greed-inspiring fortune. That's what the whole Battle of the Ninetails Vale is all about. Tenmataro is a great fortune? Come to think of it. If only the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpa told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there. Could Tenmataro actually be? Actually, I think that's why we have the thing in there.
Yep.
Forbidden Chambers treasure. Telling the villagers that Tenmataro is a terrifying yokai is what has scared them away from the Forbidden Chamber and the treasure within. That's how the treasure's been kept secret all this time. Well. It seems our ace attorney has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed.
He who shall not be named.
Mayor Timmer looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do. Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Tenmataro exists. That is why the secret must be protected. Well, the problem is that treasure's long gone, buddy pal.
Yeah.
As long as Tenmataro exists, huh? Mr. LaBelle, please add that statement to your testimony.
That's what we're probably throughout the little thing.
Yeah.
Because that's something that Filch said that his grandpappy would leave behind when he'd take stuff.
Yeah, let's see if we need to use that yet. So,
I was wondering when that
tragedy
would
is
come
doomed
into
to
play.
repeat as long as Tenmataro exists. I'll press it. So in other words, tragedy wouldn't occur at all if there were no Tenmataro. Yes, I suppose so, but that's wishful. Oh, my phone, you must excuse me. This is LaBelle. Yes? You don't say.
Jesus.
As long as Tenmataro exists, huh?
How's the mayor supposed to admit to his secret identity now?
Well, we have to find a way to make him say it or our entire case unravels. There must be a hole in LaBelle's testimony somewhere. Alright, so let's get to the end. Alright, so
Do you want to save first?
I did before the last one, but I'll go ahead and
okay.
save again. Just doop 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 scoobity bow.
Beautiful.
There we go. So I suppose let's go with this figure.
Apparently, it's something a certain thief leaves at the scene of a theft.
It's just why I'm worried if it's too soon. We don't have anything that proves that.
We don't really have
chamber is a
anything else
treasure,
that fits
so-
here now. Yep.
Okay, it is good.
He's gonna
time.
be like, excuse me.
Mr. LaBelle, what if Tenmataro no longer existed? Revealing the truth would no longer be an issue, wouldn't it? If Tenmataro no longer existed? What on earth are you talking about? Oh, apparently you haven't heard. Tenmataro no longer exists. But I guess you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because when we searched the Forbidden Chamber, there wasn't any treasure there. Really? Well, maybe you weren't looking in the right place. Sorry, but I have proof that Tenmataro no longer exists. Take a look at this figure.
What do we have here? Looks like some sort of creature.
We found this in the Forbidden Chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. A great thief, Azuki Kozo, used to leave them at the scene of his crimes. Are you suggesting that the Tenmataro has been stolen? Yep. Phineas Filch's grandfather, a master thief, was the culprit.
Which means that it could have happened a long time ago.
Yeah, and by that hideous moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less. No! My beautiful golden Tenmataro was... A greed inspired by Temataro can no longer bring ruin upon Ninetails Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma? The root of tragedy would indeed seem be gone. In fact, I now recall the Alderman revealing the secret to me now on the day of our meeting. He must have been speaking of Tenmataro, for he said to me the gold ingot was gone. The gold ingot? You mean the treasure that is Tenmataro's true form? Recall, if you will, the
He's
scroll
still
in the
going
forbidden
with
chamber.
that act.
Tenmataro was a yellowish object shown there. A giant gold ingot. A giant gold ingot that
A giant gold ingot.
that my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetails Vale. Here's the story. In return for that gold my ancestors did receive from Ninetails Vale, land that would become Tenma Town. But drive the villagers mad with greed did that great fortune. Bitter was their greed-fueled battlers as if they were possessed. My ancestors' gold became as a curse upon their village. A curse of ruin. Thus it was the yokai Tenmataro came to be. So Tenmataro and the village superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away. Fairy tale or not, Tenmataro made quite the mess of things. Yes, indeed, for there is no greater monster than a mortal man's lust for gold.
Well, you know what they say. The love of money is the root of all evil.
My ancestors did bring a terrible thing here to Ninetails Vale. A thing so terrible that Tenmataro monster just as terrible had to be created to keep it a secret. Yet we have naught but love for the little village to which we owe our very existence. Tenmataro will never seek to take over Ninetails Vale in a merger.
Oh my, that was quite a shocking lesson in history.
Mr. Mayor, now that we know Tenmataro no longer exists, are you ready to admit your secret? You are the amazing Ninetails, aren't you? Oh boy. No! Don't do it! Please, no!
Oh my god.
He is, isn't he? Be gone, you demented demon! Ahem. Now where was I? The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetails, is indeed me!
That sounded very evil.
And that means Jinxie.
Yes?
The man wearing the mayor's clothes who you saw collapsed in the fox chamber. Was he wearing the amazing Ninetails mask?
Uh-huh. That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was going to reveal the secret identity to Alderman QB that day, so it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it?
It was Florence's idea from the start.
You
He advised me to
can stop making him talk like
I can't
that
remember
now.
his...
It was basically that, just without that creepy accent.
He advised me to reveal my secret
Yeah.
identity to the alderman.
There you go.
Yeesh, Rube Goldberg machines have less elaborate setups than the Bell's scheme.
That was a lot of
You may
words.
rest easy now, little Jinxie. That monster's reception is through.
No, never mind. He's back.
I told you!
Dude, will you stop?
The true facts behind the case have finally come to light. Mayor Tenma did not kill Alderman QB, but Florent LaBelle did.
He's stuck.
How dare you, peasant! No!
He's stuck in his method acting.
Yeah. Oh shit, he's still going. Justice Dono. You should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me.
Pardon?
Or have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground?
Double pardon?
What's this guy want now? Evidence is like a razor-sharp blade that cuts
Of course
through
he
bone
wants
as though it were
evidence.
butter. But you have not only blind guesses, a dull blade incapable of cutting even a cake.
He has you there, Mr. Justice. After all, evidence is everything in a court of law.
But... They're right, let's see some evidence. Of course, a perfect being like me wouldn't leave any incriminating evidence behind.
Okay.
This is the final battle. Just as a samurai must live and die by the sword, you will live or die by the evidence you hold. My swift-bladed judgment awaits. Now present your conclusive evidence, or don't you have any? Oh crud. Do I have anything inclusive? I mean...
Of course I do!
My neck is saying of course I do. Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. I got you evidence right here.
You do?
Of course. It's just inclusive evidence we need, too. I'm going to finally prove Mayor Tenma innocent. Here comes justice. Whoa! What the fuck? Let's review the facts.
He's being epic.
The most damning evidence against the mayor was the crime scene itself. The mayor and the victim were the only two people found in the room. Also, we thought the alderman was killed because he was the Amazing Nine-Tails. But as we know now, of course, we were way off. That truck is gonna piss me off. The Amazing Nine-Tails is really Mayor Damien Tenma. But that's when his daughter Jinxie saw the Amazing Nine-Tails collapse at the scene. She mistook him for her father. Those are the facts as we have revealed. However, Mr. LaBelle asserts that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. But he didn't say anything about evidence outside the crime scene. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks he is. Does the evidence found outside the crime scene provide any clues? Wow. Okay.
Wow.
So, I'm gonna save quick. Because, I mean... I was thinking of the hand cream beforehand.
Beforehand cream?
Because it's something that was just handed to us so offhandedly. So offhandedly.
Oh my god. This hand cream was handed to us so offhandedly. But on one hand. Okay.
Because, I mean, if you wore the Amazing Nine-Tails mask, there's a chance there could be something there, but I don't really think there's anything that really says that there's anything extra. We can't do the 3D twisting, turning thing like last game. A mask found washed up by the riverside. It might have been a crime scene. White hair inside. That's where it gets thrown off, with white hair inside.
Yeah.
We never talked about that. Do both of these work? That's an interesting question to put here. What are you thinking here? What are you thinking? Because he never really went. Because if the Amazing Nine-Tails is Damien Tenma, he has black hair.
Yeah.
So there wouldn't be white hair in there.
No.
What if Florent LaBelle dyes his hair all the time because he's got white hair? How old is this freak in nature? 33?
You were saying?
I don't know, maybe he's already. Hey, some people get white hair early in life.
Or he dyes it white. But that doesn't make sense because he was like dressed up as him, remember?
Okay, let's go with the hand cream because there's nothing that's been there before. Like, nothing's involved the hand cream that we were given.
Yeah,
so that might do something for
us. It had Filch's or
well,
Phineas's
well,
whatever.
Wait, yeah, the hand cream is the one that was
had his
stolen by
fingerprints.
Filch. But that was... Okay, let's go with the hand cream for now. That might actually be the bad answer. Oh, okay, yeah, no.
See, boom, I told you.
But I thought you were telling me to pick the hand cream.
No, because it had it had Phineas's fingerprints on it, so that wouldn't give us anything.
The hand cream had Phineas Filch's prints on it. Because Filch had stolen it from LaBelle. That's not going to help us nab the real killer, though. Maybe I should study the evidence again.
See, I was telling you that...
Okay, at least there was nothing against me there.
I was telling you exactly what
to go with Nine-Tails mask, I was thinking. Okay. A clue inside the mask? Oh, I know, the Amazing Nine-Tails mask. It was found washed up along the river. What sort of clue does that mask hold? The white hair.
Yep.
White hair in the mask.
This is so...
And what about the hair left in the mask? Who does it belong to?
Because Rex Kyuubi has white hair.
But it...
Which is so
weird. But it shouldn't be. So if it picks Rex Kyuubi, it'll be like, no, that's not it. The hair in the mask belonged to the Alderman. So the train of the Amazing Nine-Tails is the Alderman? No, of course it isn't. What am I thinking? Someone had to be wearing the mask at the scene. That's what I should focus on. Let's think about that again.
Yeah.
Yes, Florent LaBelle who was wearing it. Now is where we got the hairspray from him.
That will finally use this freaking hair dye.
Yeah, the white hair is LaBelle's. Oh, right.
See,
that hair is
the
Florent
apostrophe.
LaBelle's. Yes, now that's what I call conclusive evidence.
We're out of his mind now.
He's out of his mind. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence to present to this court?
Yes, you've just been staring into space for 4 minutes now.
Like just silence, or I would like to imagine that he was actually thinking out loud this whole time.
Yeah, of course I do. Observe this mask, if you will.
Meanwhile, Athena's just like, what the fuck?
I know, right?
The mask? How is that conclusive evidence?
It's not the mask itself, but the white hair inside it. We originally thought it belonged to Alderman Rex Cuby.
Yes, but the missing 9 tails, as we know now, is about 10 more, so...
That is correct. So the question is, whose hair could this be? And the answer to that is the last person to have worn it before it was discarded. That would be you, Mr. Florent LaBelle. What are you talking about? I never had hideous white hair like that. Ah, he don't like white hair.
Yeah.
It would appear a coup de grace failed to hit its mark. This freakish fop is not the white-haired type, because he's busy being one ludicrous and garlish color to another.
Exactly.
No, Prosecutor Blackwell. It's you who has made a fatal error. But what?
He's like, fucking excuse
Remember
me?
where this mask was found? Washed up by the side of the river. With that in mind, oh, his real hair is white. Because if he had hairspray, it would wash off.
It washed off.
With that in mind.
You sounded crazy. You almost sounded like his laugh that you just did.
Last piece of paper will solve the remaining riddles. Where is it? Where is it? Not hair color that washes out with water.
Oh, damn. Someone spray water on him.
That's.
what is that?
Gotcha, bitch. This is Mr. LaBelle's own private brand of hair color that washes out with just water. The court will also recall the amazing Ninetales mask. Washed up along the side of the village river with white hair inside it. What's this? Are you saying that prating peacock's hair color is... That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. LaBelle's hair color is a freaky work of fiction. But thanks to the river flowing through Ninetales Vale, we now have a real-life expose. The white hair in this mask is conclusive evidence proving you're the real killer. The DNA test is all we need to prove it, and we both know we'll get a match. Admit it. Florent LaBelle, you were the one who killed Alderman Rex Cuby.
Such a serious face.
You peasant,
Oh,
how
God.
dare you? No, you profane my oh my God.
Is he okay?
I don't know, my makeup.
What the hell? Did he just spray all the hair dye off?
Did he spray his face off? He's gonna come out like that.
Whoa.
Oh my God. 33, huh? Hello? This is LaBelle. What? The project is off? This is LaBelle. The sponsors have pulled out? LaBelle speaking. I'm fired. You mean I'm no longer Mayor Tenma's aide? Hello, this is LaBelle. What? There's a stratospheric damages claim against me.
Now he really is Pegasus.
$100 million.
Maximilian
boy.
Pegasus.
I'm finished, washed up. Stick a fork in me, I'm done.
Oh my God.
This is preposterous. I, Simon Blackwell.
Your first name
defeated?
is Simon.
Yeah, he said that. He said it way long ago.
I've never paid attention.
It was said long ago, and that's why Pedro in the comments pointed out that that's why they call it Simon Says, since that's his name. That's their way of playing the game. Defeated.
I'm dumb, but oh my God.
Well, we both forgot his first name for a long
Because
time.
no one
so
says anyone's first name except
No.
for Francesca Von Karma.
yeah.
Order in the court.
Simon is such a lame name for a badass.
Poor guy.
Well, this is quite the unexpected outcome. I must hand it to you, Mr. Justice. You really turned this case on its head, just like that other lawyer, Phoenix Wright.
Thanks. It's like I'm his apprentice or something. Wait, that was Columbine, right?
Damn. Prosecutor Blackwell, what have you done with Florence Bell?
The defaced man has withered like a flower without water. One of the officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler.
With a sprinkler.
I wonder, can I see his like new face over here? Does he have a new face? No.
No.
Damn. Wouldn't that just wash even more of his makeup off?
Yeah.
Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as Tenmataro. However, few are allowed into the manor due to its cultural ties to Ninetails Vale. LaBelle set in motion plans to gain access to the manor and the gold within via the merger. But the efforts of the Amazing Ninetails saw those plans come to a halt. And thus LaBelle murdered the alderman and attempted to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma.
I see, but what I still can't comprehend is everything. What I still can't comprehend is why would he go after the gold in the first place? Mr. LaBelle doesn't look like someone who is in need of financial aid.
Probably a lot of debt trying to get his sponsors and everything. LaBelle hid his past well, much like he hid his beauty with his makeup. He's mired in debt.
Yeah.
God, debt due to pouring money into a brand only he could love. Which is why he sought the gold with such ferocity. Too bad for him. Someone else had gotten to it first anyway.
I see. Very well then. I believe it's time I declared the verdict. This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma,
Say it.
not guilty.
Yeah! Confetti everywhere! Yeah!
Yay!
Party! Meanwhile,
Oh God, he's still... Why?
That's a great victory pose. Meanwhile, Phoenix is in the gallery having a heart attack because the confetti is pouring down. He's got PTSD. He's like, oh my God, where did it come from?
No!
It's not gumshoe anymore.
Court is adjourned. Mr. Wright, are you okay?
PTSD.
Boss? You alright? Daddy!
Oh, God. Number 3. Okay. That was some seriously good luring, Apollo. Even I didn't see that coming. Just got lucky, I guess. You banished Timitar from Ninetails Vale like you were some kind of exorcist.
There's still one thing I don't understand. How come Mr. LaBelle didn't kill Mayor Tenma too? Yeah, true. He could have set it up so the mayor murdered the alderman, then died from a counterattack. That would have removed at least one possible fly from the ointment.
I was wondering about that too, but I have a hunch LaBelle was biding his time. He was planning on exposing the Amazing Ninetails' true identity himself. Huh? But why? Because the mayor was the Amazing Ninetails. Had LaBelle succeeded in framing Mayor Tenma for the alderman's murder, the wrestler's popularity would have plummeted once his identity was revealed. Oh, I get it. If the Amazing Ninetails was just killed, he'd die a hero. But if he was proved a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the merger that much easier.
Jesus, that's cruel.
Right. Then when the merger was complete and everything cooled down, he'd be able to search the Forbidden Chamber at his leisure.
What an insanely intricate plot.
And a most excellent job clearing my name. A feat worthy of the Demon Lord's approval.
When will he stop?
Why are you acting like Tenmataro again? Let this be of no concern to you. How could it not concern me?
Tenmataro, be gone!
Gah! Jinxie, seems like ages since I laid eyes on you.
Papa, you're finally back!
Yes, it would seem Tenmataro is no match for you.
I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore. Your father's a free man now, Jinxie. Isn't that great? Thank you for all you've done. Seeing you guys in action, it made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore.
Wait, is Jinxie actually smiling?
Aw, she's so cute.
This is all thanks to you two. Too bad the Amazing Ninetails will have to retire, though.
Oops. Aw, how come?
Once everyone hears I'm the Amazing Ninetails, my fan base will nosedive. After all, I'm not the most popular of people. Another reason for my secret identity. I don't see how I could possibly continue.
I think you've misjudged yourself. Take a look outside.
Say, now that you mention it, what's all that noise out there? A big crowd gathered outside the courthouse once the news broke. Seems they want to get a glimpse of Mayor Damien Tenma, the man behind the mask. And to root for your return to the wrestling ring. Rooting? For me? But I thought it was nothing more than a male factor in the... What? Male factor in their eyes. What the hell does that mean?
Isn't it malefactor?
I don't know.
I don't remember exactly the definition. The only one that really matters is Jinxie. Show her how cool you really are. Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa.
Jinxie. Here, I think you'll be needing this. Give him the mask. Take it.
The sculpture.
Thank you. Now, if you would excuse me. Huh? I don't want to keep my fans waiting.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God,
dang.
it's going to be a cutscene. My God, that was fast.
That was a clothing change.
He sounds like Santa Claus.
He does.
Well done, team. Go team.
Everyone's favorite Pokemon. Ninetales, Ninetales, Ninetales.
The cheers in Pokemon Coliseum, I can hear them now. Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Coliseum was a different game.
I sure hope they can settle the problems between Tenma Town and Ninetales Vale.
Me too. I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, the blackmailer slash killer is behind bars and the merger no longer an issue. Plus, the Amazing Ninetales is obviously still a hit, and I suspect Ninetales Vale will be too. And it's all because we believed in our client, just like you said.
Okay, people. Now that we've got that one in the bag, let's go get something to eat. I'm starving.
Sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't eaten since yesterday.
Jesus. Better keep eating, Apollo. You might have to start looking up at me.
Huh? I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be about past yours, too.
Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. Ready or not, it's face-stuffing time.
Keep eating like that, and the only direction you'll grow is sideways.
Very funny. But I've got a hollow leg, and I can eat as much as I want without gaining an ounce. I wish I could do that.
Well, I can't wait to see this.
Calories? Ha! Just try to stick them on me.
Alrighty, you two. Let's get going before the old man closes shop. Eldon's Noodles isn't an all-night stand, you know.
Hey!
I'm with Mr. Wright. Let's go get some fucking noodles.
I've been waiting to have a bowl from there ever since Mr. Wright told me about them. Well, what are we waiting for?
I'm right here for you guys. Don't worry, I drove
He's
up.
like right outside. Yeah.
The noodles are on me today, so I expect some serious eating from you two.
Yay! Thanks, boss. I won't let you down.
Athena has no idea what she's getting into.
The salt.
Mr. Eldon's noodles are so hot and salty.
Apollo knows.
Ugh, 2 bowls would kill a man.
Apollo knows. That's right. That was our first case together, and it felt like nothing could bring us down after that. It was so slow.
It is.
The dark age of the law seemed so distant, so irrelevant to our small, cozy office. But little did I know that it had been lurking all along, right there behind us. It's so slow, why? The first time it made itself known was during the murder at Themis?
Think so.
Something...
Legal Academy.
Okay. That case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come. What is she talking about?
I don't quite know, but that's the point behind extra episodes.
Yeah?
The end. New episode has been unlocked. Episode 3, Turnabout Academy.
Ooh.
But
Turnabout Academy.
But first, after this, we've got to play the DLC episode, because chronologically, that takes place after the Monstrous Turnabout and before the next one.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Yes. And so, we're going to have that to look forward to next time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.